Yep, the oddball Tokyo show concepts are coming thick and fast. The latest is this, the Daihatsu Tien Compagno. It's a fun little saloon car that's unashamedly retro, and the clear pick of a bunch of Tien concepts that are on show. Its name is a nod back to the Daihatsu Compagno of the 1960s, a little saloon car that also came in van, pickup, and convertible body styles. It was fairly British in its style, looking like a little Austin, but the new one is definitely its own thing. And yes, there are retro nods, the slotted grille and chrome highlights, but it's not cloyingly hanging onto the past, and it looks fresh. It's a little four-door saloon, though the hidden rear door handles and sweeping roofline make it look, and probably feel, more like a coupe. The interior is very modern, with no nods to the past. The steering wheel controls look ace, everything is communicated via screens, and the inevitable concept car cameras for wing mirrors trick has been deployed. How will manufacturers mark out concepts for us when the tech is finally legal, and common, on road cars? Already know the new Mitsubishi Evo, of sorts, will be an electric SUV. And with the e-Evolution concepts unveil at the Tokyo Motor Show, we now have an idea of what it could look like. Yep, the name of one of the finest rally reps ever is now stuck on the back of a plug-in crossover. The good news is that it sounds a fair bit more advanced than an Outlander PHEV, and it looks a bit more interesting too. It's a full EV, not a hybrid, with 3 motors driving all 4 wheels. One is on the front axle, with 2 at the rear, and those are operated via a yaw control system. Which proves there's some credence to the use of the Evo name. But the big story concerns the e-Evo's artificial intelligence, AI. An array of sensors allows the AI system to instantly read changes in road and traffic conditions, as well as the driver's intent, says Mitsubishi. Seamlessly coordinating driver intent with vehicle performance, the system supports drivers of all abilities, and by making it easier and safer to control the vehicle, thereby bringing the motoring experience to a new level. If we're understanding that correctly, Mitsubishi hopes to mimic all the clever dips and systems of Lancer Evo's old via a mix of AI witchcraft and something resembling the license modes of Gran Turismo. Perhaps it'll project cornering lines onto the road ahead. The next Subaru WRX. And after the Mitsubishi Evo has morphed into an SUV, so the no longer an Impreza appears to have downed the protein shakes and bulked up a bit. While not on the scale of transformation its rival has gone through, this Viziv performance concept certainly has a look of crossover about its proportions. Its David Blaine-like levitation above Subaru's Tokyo Motor Show stand probably doesn't help, mind. It's longer and wider than the current WRX saloon, but sticks to its traditional boxer petrol engine / all-wheel drive setup. No sops to electrification at Subaru just yet. While Subaru hasn't gone into firm details, it would appear this is just a design study. We're told it embraces widespread future deployment of automated driving technologies, utilizing a next-gen version of Subaru's EyeSight driver assist systems. Perhaps, like that new Evo, it wants to help you drive fast. Toyota is absolutely on it with the Tokyo Motor Show concepts. The latest is this, the Fine Comfort Ride concept. The initials of Fine Comfort also, probably not coincidentally, represent its fuel cell powertrain. Each wheel packs its own electric motor, while the batteries that power them are fed by hydrogen. So it should drive like an EV but will be filled at a pump, with a claimed range of 600 miles. Try that in a Tesla. Toyota makes a fuel cell car now, the Mirai, but this one is quite different. Putting the motors in the wheels has freed up a lot of interior space, and Toyota dubs the Fine Comfort ride as a new form of premium saloon. The cabin is wider than usual where the second row of passengers sit, while the FC Ride's body narrows at the rear to help the body carve through the air. At 4.8 meters, it's shorter than a Model S, but ought to be significantly roomier inside. The fuel cell stack sits up front, while the hydrogen tank is cylindrical and sits in the floor. The seats are hugely adjustable to their user's posture. They appear to be as adjustable as a business class plane seat, with a similarly bold trim, and they all swivel inwards, so autonomous driving has clearly been kept in mind. The interior as a whole is free of traditional trim and buttons, with displays galore. Even the windows can be used as screens, it seems. The FC Ride's shape suggests it could be a big 7-seater, though the concept only has 4 proper seats inside, with a cramped-looking bench at the rear. It's an old adage in the auto business, small cars mean small profits. And Volkswagen knows this only too well. Even if the next generation new small family, NSF, lineup VW Up, Skoda Citigo, Seat Me were once more based on a low-cost evolution of an ancient VW Polo platform, the return on investment would still be almost negligible. But European city dwellers need small cars. So, what to do? 2 options for updating the NSF range had been bandied about inside Wolfsburg before Herbert Diess arrived to take over as CEO. Plan A called for 2 more exciting new body styles to be put on the existing PQ chassis. Plan B favored a switch to the much more modern MQB componentry. Only problem is, Diess wasn't happy with either alternative. In his view, Plan A stood for status quo, and Plan B was too expensive. That's why he suggested Plan C. This breakthrough proposal swaps the combustion engine for an electric motor across the entire range. A zero-emission E-Up already exists, but the 80 HP Mini EV costs more than twice as much as the most expensive gasoline engine model. Diess, who wants a viable smart and mini EV competitor, while at the same time helping to clean up VW Group's CO2 footprint, was undeterred, however. To keep costs at bay, VW Group's new mini EVs will be loosely based on the existing E-Up. In terms of power output, energy density, and driving range, however, they will take a big leap forward, borrowing heavily from learnings gained during the development of the group's new bespoke EV architecture, MEB. Even though the 3-door versions of Up, Citigo and Me are not overly successful, VW Group product planners see a market for a short yet spacious city car. In addition, there will also be a 5-door hatch and, almost certainly, a crossover-style urban warrior boasting larger diameter wheels and 360-degree bumper car protection. Also in the works are a zero-emission delivery van and a commuter bus. Anyone remember Walter de Silva's Space Up concept?